Hello. How's it going? I've just been uh, showing my mom the video that's linked in the description box, and she was cracking right up, which was awesome. Um, but then again, I kind of got her earlier tonight, telling her more travel agent stories, so that was pretty fun. And uh, even an hour later, she was still giggling over it. So, hey, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Hey, Kems. Hey, Tony. Good to see y'all. Yeah, she was still cracking up over it like an hour later. And, ooh, shit. Shots fired. I'm leaving him up there, Miss Sunrise Dawn. I don't know what Hef's going to do when she sees it. Oh, oh, there it is. Oh, so close. Wow, you really snuck in there. Well done. I am impressed. I'm impressed. The speed with which you got him out, I am really impressed. Dang. Um, yeah, mom has warned me that if I hear laughing in the middle of the night, it's because she's still cracking up about the story that I told her from back in my corporate days. Um, she's convinced that I need to do stand-up comedy, and I keep telling her that I don't have enough self-loathing for that, but, I mean, it could just be because I'm well medicated against the self-loathing. Hey, Maya. Kia ora, Amanda. Yeah. Yeah, Maya, she snuck in with the steel. She made the steel and just it was crazy. It was crazy. It was just immediate bang. Um, yeah, so it's been an amusing night around here. Um, I've been working on the shawl, and it's a really strange pattern, but I think I'm hoping it's gonna loosen up a little bit in the uh next couple of next few rows here. Um, although I don't know whether or not it will. So I've never made this pattern before. Hey, love it. Good to see you. I don't know, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Why can't you see Maya's comments? You should be able to. Oh, you see them now. Okay, good. Yeah, I haven't banned anyone or anything, so there's no reason you shouldn't. Everybody should be able to see all the comments. Absolutely. Um, so yeah. Um, what the fuck was I just saying? Oh, I've never made this pattern before, so I have no idea what I'm supposed to be uh expecting out of it. But so far it's okay. I just have, oh my god, my eye. My one eye is all of a sudden, for no apparent reason, just itchy and irritated and mad. And I don't know why. Rude. No, Maya, you're not invisible. There he is. There's Steve-O. What is I what am I'm almost afraid to ask what I'm looking at here. Things look a little, if you'll pardon the phrase, cockeyed. Oh, is that like a what? Is that cleavage? And I you know Brian Lucas, hi. How are ya? Well, good, good. Good to see everybody. Good to see everybody. It's nice to have more guys in here, kind of balances things out a little bit, give us a little bit of the male energy to go with the estrogen that's all up in this bitch. We got a lot of estrogen up in this bitch. Yeah, I take my meds with wine. What? It's the vagine. Okay. That's kind of what I thought it was. I'm just trying to figure out the first one. The first one I'm a little confused about. Thank you, Steve-O. Thank you. We're very impressed with we're mature in here is how that's how we roll. Maturity, class, decorum, and ASCII wieners. Sunrise Dawn, some people were asking about you in Liz's stream earlier, Steve-O. Some of us let them know you'd been in the chats recently. Hope all is well. Yeah, it was Seal Bilf. Free zone bone phone. The free zone bone phone. Nice. Don't mix benzos with alcohol unless you want to have a really, really good time. Yeah, you take too much Xanax and you wash it down with champagne, you wind up in a coma in Italy. So I'm not taking benzos. And also, I don't have any champagne tonight, just some white wine, which is not my favorite, but I am broke and can't go to the alcohol store. So there's that. But yeah. Yeah. So meds and wine. Oh well. Everything in moderation, including moderation. Holy crap, there's 12 people in here already. That's delightful. Amanda Beaumont, I had a very knitty day, did a fun dye session in the morning, and then to a park cafe for a good knit with 8 knitting friends in the Avro. Very nice. How was the naked dyeing? The yarn, the dyeing, the naked yarn dyeing naked yarn. Whatever the thing is that you did with the yarn and the colorant, and yeah. How did that go? Was it fun? Was it awesome? I want to see the end product. You've been hunting for your sanity, Steve-O? I gave up. I gave up on mine a long time ago. And I doubt you're going to find it on the YouTubes, but you never know. Hello, Kimberly. Hello, Kimberly. Nice to see you here. Greetings from Lakewood, Colorado. Very nice. Those snowflakes and Christmas trees, or are they cherry blossoms and Christmas trees? I need to make sure I take my anxiety meds tonight, says Miss Sunrise Dawn. Doing Christmas at my sister-in-law's tomorrow. She's very prim and proper. We are not, and we have a wild 4-year-old. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, definitely make sure you get on those meds. No skipping doses. Did the yarn get tangled around your nipples? Fair question. So much fun. We should have been naked. It was so hot and muggy today. Humidity. Gross. Yeah. Oh my. Oh my, things are getting very, very interesting in the chat. I'm just gonna let y'all get to it. Uh, Dawana Mommy's Little Helper, Valium is always a must with the in-laws. See, I'm not allowed to have Valium. I'm not allowed to have Valium unless somebody takes away my phone and doesn't allow me on the internet. I can have a book or I can sit quietly by myself, but I don't go in public and I don't go on the socials. Um, I keep myself away from uh, all of the socials because other benzos don't affect me this way. But Valium, okay, so I have 900 editors in my head all the time. It's part of my anxiety, and they tell me what I can say and what I can't say, and they are the ones who put the filters on. I do have them, amazingly. Um, and are, uh those editors are always at work, always at work. Um, Amanda, I will try. I just don't know if it's gonna show up real well, but I'll try. Um, anyway, when I take Valium, all of those no, I wouldn't get them out. No, that's not what it does. It doesn't lose my physical inhibitions, um, but it sends all my editors to a beach on Tahiti with a really large pitcher of adult beverages. They go away. I have none filters. I have almost 2,000 friends on Facebook. I would have 7 by the time I was done if I was allowed on the socials, when I take the Valium because it I will say anything. Things just fall right out of my mouth. They go from thought to spoken in no time flat. And it's not always nice what I have to say. Um, but I never said I was a nice woman. So it's hey retired rad. Um, it gets real fucking interesting real quick. So yeah. Yeah, that's a good time. So like no other benzos do that to me. And this I was actually given them when I was in an emergency room because I was having terrible, terrible, terrible spasms in my neck and back and basically could not move. So rather than not all of them, chems, not all of them. Um, I am well familiar with benzos. I am well familiar with benzos. So you can tell me that that's what benzos do. I can tell you that Xanax doesn't do that. I can tell you that Ativan doesn't do that. And Ativan is what I get for my anxiety. So I guarantee you that neither one of those drugs do that to me. The only one that does it is Valium. And instead of the doctor sending me away with a nice little handful of Flexeril, which is pretty standard. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. And he wasn't going to give me narcotics and was telling me to just take ibuprofen for the pain after I'd already explained to him that ibuprofen does nothing for me. Um, but he gave me a prescription for Valium as a muscle relaxer. And yes, it is. But I'd never had Valium before. And wow. Wow. It was it was a very, very interesting. evening. Um, so yeah, I learned my lesson right quick that apparently the only time I'm allowed Valium is when I am home and I am by myself, or I have a trusted friend with me, and that trusted friend will not let me on the internet. So I tell people, if you want to play the home game and you have my number, you can call or text me, and that might be fun. But um, I'm gonna be logging off for the next, like, 8 hours 'cause no, nobody wants this. This is not a good idea. Um, see yeah, and chems, you're talking about recreationally. I like them because they're effective. I like them because they're effective for me. Um, they, when I'm starting to have a panic attack, if I can get an Ativan into me in time, then I can avoid the ugly sobbing and the hyperventilating so much that I pass out and hit my head. So, anything that allows me to not get a concussion because I'm freaking out about something, that works. Um, I don't do those things recreationally anymore. That's not my jam. That's not my jam. Pretty much the only recreational drugs I do anymore are, and it's not even recreational, it's just that I hurt all the fucking time. And so uh, if I can magically talk a doctor into giving me um, the cocktail that actually makes me function like a normal human being, um, and not hurt, it's amazing. Um, so yeah. Um, I don't know how trustworthy we are of big pharma. I just know what works for me, and I know that I can't usually get it in the US. ADD and CPTSD, yep, I'm on meds, absolutely. Xanax gave you vivid dreams. My antidepressant gives me vivid dreams, very vivid dreams. They gave me half a Valium before I had PRK eye correction. It was fun. Yeah, I've heard that. What's even better, honestly, is not the Valium by mouth, but actually the IV Valium. That shit, from what I understand, is weapons grade. I take half a milligram of Klonopin and 100 milligrams Zoloft every night, along with replacement hormones, so I'm not a raging bitch all the time. I can't really stop myself for that. My doctor isn't gonna give me meds just so that I can not be a raging bitch. Then again, I was some would call me a raging bitch the very first time I met him and to interview him and decide whether or not I was going to establish care with him. So I think he's just kind of used to me by now. Y'all are very trustworthy of big pharma. The only thing I have in common with COS is their distrust of pharma. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, call it what you will. I know what meds work for me, and I know what meds help my brain mates make it so that I can actually get out of bed and, put on clothes and be presentable and occasionally shower rather than the alternative. Let's just put it that way. The anxiety, the depression, all of that shit. Um, that's pretty hardcore. And I'm certain that I have PTSD, but I don't know if it's complex because there are so many different layers to that little delightful cake that I really couldn't tell you. Um, I do have Absolutely, I have been diagnosed with PTSD. I don't know whether or not it's complex. Um, and as for trust, honey, I don't trust anybody. But, um and I don't trust Big Pharma because I know what their game is, but I know also that science is science, and sometimes the drugs help. So, I'm here for it because if the drugs can help me live my life, and be a productive member of society, then I'm gonna take them, and they do, and I feel about a million times better than I do when I don't have them. Because I've been in both situations a number of times. So, really, really glad to be back on the antidepressants. Huge. Chemist doesn't have anxiety, just know how to game psychiatrists. Yeah, I know that game too, but it doesn't really appeal. Constant pain is hard. Yeah, it is. It is. It sucks. Could be, but nature has great medicines. Yes, it does. But nature so far hasn't fixed uh, the long-standing depression and the other fucked up things that go on with my head. And nature has not fixed my pain. So, you know, granted, medical science hasn't fixed my pain either. But, occasionally uh, I do still, I mean, some days I have really bad days. Some days I have really good days. Um, and the rest of the time, well, we're still just investigating. We're trying to find answers, and I have a doctor who will do that. So, Crix, my friend is coming off benzos with the gummies supervised by his shrink. Going great. That's fantastic. Good for your friend. I hardly ever take the benzos. What you just saw me take right now was something to help with my sleep, and another something to help with my sleep. Melatonin and nortriptyline are the two that I was taking. So I'm really glad for your friend. I hardly ever take the benzos, actually, but I keep them in supply because if I do have a panic attack, I want to know that I have something that's going to squash that shit with a quickness. They put me on imipramine for panic attacks and low dose Valium, 2.5 milligrams for vestibular disease. Okay, fair enough. All pharm means is pharmacology, which is chemistry and synthesizing compounds, usually from nature, just isolated. Fair. Um, yeah. Do I think the Sacklers are a bunch of? I don't know. I'm trying to come up with something really spectacularly bad for what they are. Um, but yes, I do. But I'm not against medications, full stop, just for the sake of being against medications. Um, yeah. Vertigo sucks. I'm the opposite hef. I put myself under and don't wake up until they nudge me in recovery. I eventually wake up in recovery, but I take to anesthesia for the most part pretty well. Miss Sunrise Dawn, you have PTSD, depression, and anxiety. Yep. Welcome to the club. They prevent the withdrawals. First time he's anxiety free since a strike 5 years ago. Good. Good. I'm really glad to hear about your friend. Where's the pain? Where isn't the pain? Right now, the pain is not in my face. That's about it. Mostly in my joints. Um, any of them. I have, a lot of skeletal muscular pain, throughout my body. My joints from my knuckles to my little toesies hurt all the time. Shoulders, elbows, knees and toes, knees and toes. Um, all of it sucks. Uh, and I have been informed recently arthritis in my lumbar spine, and I have bone spurs in both lumbar and cervical spine. And that's as of 3 years ago. So God only knows what they look like now, but that was as of the imaging that was taken 3 years ago. And I do this, and things are going snap, crackle, pop in my neck and at the base of my skull. So it's constant. What most people would consider like a 4 on the pain scale, like the 0 to 10 pain scale, which is bullshit anyway for a number of different reasons. Um, what most people would consider about a 4, that's my 0. That's my baseline. That's where I start every morning, and it goes from there. So, when I say everything hurts and I'm dying, I kind of literally mean it. I haven't been given any kind of a terminal diagnosis, but everything hurts and we're all dying. So I literally am livid. An analytical chemist for a weed company testing products. Cool. Well, if you need guinea pigs and you've got anything that's good for sleep or pain, I don't need anything for my appetite, but sleep or pain. Yeah, those are the two things that are my problem because I'm a raging insomniac, and we've just gone over the whole everything hurts part. So, yeah, see, I get really vivid dreams from my antidepressants, but they're not bad. They're not nightmares, they're not night terrors, they're not any of that shit. They're just awesome. Very, very, very vivid though. Really vivid. Oh, you're the side effect queen, so you don't play? Yeah, I don't really have any problems with that. There are very few problems, with side effects that I have, and the ones that I do have, like, you can't get me to take OxyContin, for example, speaking of big pharma. Um, I hate the shit. It makes me absolutely miserable. There's a hair stuck in my glasses. Um I wanna I itch so bad that I wanna claw every last shred of skin off, but if I think about so much as twitching a thumb to scratch, then I wanna throw up. Not from the bottom of my stomach, from the soles of my actual feet, and I wanna throw up everything that I've eaten over the last 3 weeks. It sucks. So, um, I know when I have side effects, I identify them immediately, and it really stands out because I generally don't be aff tend to be affected by too many side effects. Um, yeah. Chronic pain is an asshole. Yes. There are days I can barely get out of bed. It's better than it used to be, but still there. Yep. Yep. Somebody posted a meme to my Facebook years ago and said, "Chronic pain. I'm so awesome, it hurts." And I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I feel that." Fuck twats? No, no, because those are useful, honey. They're not fuck twats. Fuck twats have a use. And that would also speak of warmth and depth that I am convinced that they do not possess. So try again. Do better. One of the Sackler brothers sold his shares before they got sketchy at Purdue. Not all the Sackler heirs from that branch of the family are really culpable. I'm glad to hear that, CO Bilf. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that not the entire family tree is rotted. Oh my god. Holy shitballs. You had to quit your huge dose of benzos cold turkey? Were they trying to kill you? You still have brain damage from it? Yeah, I bet you do. That's not good. God damn. Chronic pain is debilitating, so sorry for anyone going through that. Thanks. Yeah, and for anyone in the chat who's dealing with it. Yeah, absolutely, because it stinks. Yeah, you're supposed to titrate down with benzos. Absolutely. Alcohol and benzos can kill you from withdrawals. Crazy that opioids can't do that. No, but you will wish they had. Chronic pain is a bitch. Today is a bad pain day for you, so it will take hours before you're able to take your morning shower, girl. I hear it. I hear you loud and clear on that shit. I'm so sorry. Oh, night terrors. Ugh. Ew. Ew. Very lifelike night terrors. Oh, awful. My mom had night terrors that sounded like demons crying out from hell. Sometimes she would be yelling at her parents in her sleep. Ooh. Ew, opioids are just disgusting. Hey, I'm not here to yuck your yum. They have their uses. People hear the word and they lose their minds. And then they immediately also think big pharma. I've worked in recovery, y'all. She says, drinking wine. I've met all of one of my clients who said that they got that way because they were overprescribed. Everyone else found their gateways in other ways. And it wasn't because of doctors, and it wasn't because of produced marketing, and it wasn't because of any of that shit. And sometimes when it was because of doctors, it's because the doctors refused to take their pain seriously. And so they found other ways to ease the pain, to find relief, because they were put off and put off and put off by their doctors. They didn't believe them. They didn't want to hear about it. Women don't experience pain in the same way. It's all in their minds. They're being hysterical. I knew one woman. She had rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, abscesses on her spine, on her actual spine. Both of her knees needed to be replaced. One of her hips needed to be replaced. And she went into the ER. And they said, we think you're drug seeking, and therefore we're not going to help you. And she said, guess what? I just shot heroin half an hour ago. Keep your fucking Valiant, or keep your fucking Vicodin. I don't want it. What I want is help. What I want is answers. So we've gotten ourselves all riled up as a country over opioids and the Sacklers and doctors who overprescribe and how terrible it is. What about the doctors that won't prescribe anything because they don't take you seriously? There have been studies that have shown how women are very, very frequently ignored or given delayed treatment for pain because their treatment isn't taken as seriously by medical professionals as men's pain is. And it's just common knowledge that when it comes to medical advances, the vast, vast majority of research is done on men and with men and for men. So opioids have their uses. All classes of drugs have their uses. Um, and therefore I'm not here to vilify something that can, in some cases, be really fucking handy. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. I know this is a change of subject, but I had a great night tonight. My 4-year-old daughter and I went to my parents' house so she could bake Christmas cookies with them. It was lots of fun. I bet it was. I bet it was. And then she was all jacked up on cookies, and you had to try to put her to bed. She's still awake. She gonna be awake for the next 3 days? All the way through Christmas. Only my dogs would know, and they're not saying. 'Tis the season. Is weed legal in Minnesota yet? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. As of August, we had medical before that. As of August now, recreational is also legal statewide. Just wait till you come to Colorado. I once read that we have more dispensaries than McDonald's and Starbucks combined. Damn. They have good gummies for sleep, I hear. I did get some good gummies when I was in Oklahoma this summer. But I couldn't bring them back with me because I was flying back, and TSA tends to frown on that kind of thing. So I had to leave them there. But now I can get gummies here. So that makes me happy. That's what caused my bad day yesterday. Chronic pain, migraines suck too. Yep, I hear you, Tony. I'm so fortunate. The only thing I need to take is for my prostate. My chronic pain, I use weed and guided meditation. Otherwise, I just live with it. Well, I mean, that's kind of what we all do. I live with it as well because I don't have any fucking answers yet, but we're working on it. Hey, y'all. Hey, Artsy Tartsy. How you doing, lady? We're just talking about really fun shit like chronic pain. Feast or famine with the laws on meds. Yeah, no shit, huh? You sent me a photo that you just had to show me? Okay, I'll take a look. Is it something that you want me to share with the class? Adorable beagle, Jasper in the front, and my parents' Jack Russell beagle mix Bugs in the back. Bugs used to be mine, but moved in with my parents a few years ago. Look at these babies. You guys. Look at the cutie pants in. Aw. Thank you so much, Miss Sunrise Dawn. What sweeties. Ooh. I'm jealous of your yarn, Amanda. What are you gonna make? What are you gonna make, Ms. Beaumont? I don't think the doctors acknowledged that quitting the benzos was dangerous. Well, then they're fucking morons and they should have their licenses revoked. I'm not a doctor and I know this shit. I've had opioids short term after major surgeries, but only for a few days, then off. They can help a lot if prescribed right. Damn straight they can. At a fat woman like me and they blame your weight and ignore you more. Yep. Yep. Oh yeah. Ooh. Yeah, if you just lose 50 pounds, if I just lost 50 pounds, my anxiety would go away. I wouldn't be depressed anymore. I wouldn't have acid reflux. Has nothing to do with the fact that I was born with a hiatal hernia. Um, I wouldn't have any more acid reflux. Everything would be perfect if I just lost 50 pounds. This doctor also said to me, Xanax is the devil. And he drew me a map of the grocery store so I could find where they hid all the fresh fruits and vegetables because apparently um, I didn't know anything that any such thing existed in the grocery store. So I must be just grazing off of, you know, everything in the baking aisle and fucking Chef Boyardee or some shit. New docs are trained to do everything before meds that truly help. Yeah. I hate fighting and trusting the docs. Yep. Same. She's still awake but trying to go to sleep. Of course she is, Miss Sunrise Dawn, because cookies. Of course, many of you know about the hypermobility. I also have CSS, central sensitization syndrome. Nerve signals are intensified, causing a person to have more intense sensory experiences than usual. Oh, Lord. I don't envy you. What else we got? Chemist and Lovett are talking about mushrooms. Ms. Artsy's getting greetings. When I had my appendix removed, the doctor found out I'm a recovering addict and tried to refuse to prescribe anything for pain afterwards. My mom raised Cain until he prescribed hydrocodone. Good. Good. Because that's not a relapse. That's pain relief for fucking post-surgical. They tried to blame the opioid shortage when I had my hysterectomy. And they're like, well, we don't want to give you any more of that because there's an opioid shortage. And I'm like, you know what? Number one, the opioid shortage was manufactured. And number two, I am less than 12 hours after having something inside of me taken out of me via cutting tools. Fix it. Make the pain stop. No ibuprofen ain't gonna cut it. Assholes. Motherfuck, I can't quit coughing. That stinks, Hef. Puppers, puppers. Everybody's happy about the puppers. They are good boys. They look like good boys. Those were experiments in practice, but you're working on a scrappy blanket. Very nice. Adorable puppies. Artsy tartsy keyboard warrior. Don't get me started on the pain subject, dealing with chronic pain for 22 years. Got to beat, babe. But yeah, it's not a contest. It sucks. It sucks. You've had surgery for your hiatal hernia. Oh, well, congratulations. I never have. They won't even scope me. They just tell me to, you know, stop being fat or go be fat somewhere else. So patronizing. Yeah. Yeah, he drew me a map. Drew me a map of the grocery store so that I could find the fresh fruits and vegetables. He would have that map up his ass in a hot section. And I'll tell you what, have the idea of giving him paper cuts right on his asshole was delightful to me. And it was yeah, that was a really fucking humiliating experience. My fingers are crossed, Miss Sunrise Dawn, that your little cookie monster is finally asleep. Yeah, there is a special place in hell for some of these doctors. 7 more days until Lubbock gets her puppy. Jasper has horrible gas tonight. Yes, I'm sure my mom slipped him some snacks. I'm pretty sure my nose hairs are singed. Oh, bless. I'm so sorry. If you have any plain yogurt in the house, plain, not vanilla, get a big spoon, and mix a big blap of that in with Jasper's breakfast or dinner if he hasn't had dinner yet. He'll still be farting, but it won't be as stinky. Xenu Marlene? Did you say Xenu Marlene? I mean, if you insist. Cheers, y'all. When I had my hyst, they gave me a great painkiller called Zomax. No side effects. Then they took it off the market a couple years later. I wonder why. Interesting. Mine was one of the worst they'd ever seen. I was vomiting stomach acid every day for 2 years before they operated. Oh, that's nice. That's fun. You could have been a supervillain. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You could have been a supervillain. He's asleep, but farting away in his sleep. Nice. Xenu, Xenu. Marlene, Marlene. Jen sent me progress on the shorts. Yeah, when I say I vomit, I don't mean a little stomach acid. I overproduced and it was like The Exorcist. I get you. I get you. Maya, what? A couple of years before I had my hyst, the doctor poked a hole in my uterus and lost a piece of the instrument inside your stomach. Wow. Like, I don't know if suing for malpractice is a thing over there, but holy shitballs. If the little one hadn't gone to sleep soon, I was sending her to keep my parents up the rest of the night. Smart. Please show. Yes, this baby. This baby. Look at this puppy. That's Lovett's new puppy. Look at that face. Look at that tiny face. Nom 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 nom. I just want to nibble on his little ears. What a cutie pie he is. So cute. My stomach and pancreas was being pushed into my esophagus. It was pressing on my heart and lungs. Bro, that's fucking bonkers, man. Bodies are stupid. Anyone else in the no gallbladder club other than Reese? Nope, still got mine. Still got mine. I think my mom had hers out, but I still have mine. Name suggestions. Oh, the instrument piece is still in your stomach, Maya. What the precise Galactica actual fuck? Okay, that's jacked up. That is jacked up. Worst souvenir ever. She's a girl muppet. Miss Sunrise Dawn says she looks like a lily. Retired Red still has her gallbladder, but don't tell her gallbladder. Lucy. Nephthys. Dog names should only ever be 1 or 2 syllable names. Well, I mean, okay. Gallbladder gone in 2000. What did you say? 2002? Yeah. She's a Betty. There's so much love going on in here. Bilf has so much ARC for Hef. They have so much in common. Bilf, are you feeling affinity for Hef? You're passionate about that. Sorry. Yeah, clearly. ARC is the communication triangle, is it not? I know it's weird, but I'm hearing her whisper Elizabeth. Well, that would piss chemists off, wouldn't it? Affinity, reality, communication. Okay. Ooh, Violet's cute. Violet's a cute name. That would work. Absolutely. Violet is too many syllables. Calm down. You say it fast, it's 2. Done. Nobody ever says Violet. There's another pic to show, the boy Muppet. Lizzie for short for Elizabeth. Yeah. I think Violet's cute. Yes, this creature. Look at this creature. Adorable. Oh, Elizabeth. Hef is Bilf's reality. Reality has affinity for Hef. Now communicate, you two. Ooh, Steve-O laying it down. Yeah, that dog is ridiculously cute with the little sunglasses on. I don't know her breed or her personality, but Nephthys is an Egyptian goddess of shadow. That works. Oh, that's her boyfriend. Clearly. Whoa, Black Betty, bam a lamb. Yeah, I hear you, Hef. Heaven help us, these shorts. These are the shorts that Jen is making for her uncle in mermaid colors. Amazing. That's all crochet. Really impressive hooker. Truly, you are an impressive hooker. Oh, Nephthys is easy. Just Nephthys. It's that simple. I think it's Neph. Yeah, Nephthys. Really easy. Yeah, those shorts really are epic. Nephthys. Okay. Nephthys. Close enough. I was close. Working on the waistband now. Nice. Well done. Well done, Jess. Jen. Why did I call you Jess? You're not the Jess. You're the Jen. N. With two N's. Your boy cats whispered to you, Amanda Beaumont. Tobias and Sebastian. Tobias has become Tobes or Toby. Sebastian in full has stuck. I gotta tell you. So you sent me, you were talking last night about Inspector Toby. And I'm just walking through the house today. Do 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 do, Inspector Toby. Do 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 do. Ooh ooh. Yeah, I was singing the Inspector Gadget song and put Toby's name in there instead. So, if you guys need any kind of evidence that this is the kind of shit that gets stuck in my head all day, there you go. Maya sent me a photo. Jasper is trying to kill y'all. Yeah, I know. Seriously. When they get stanky like that, it's double plus ungood. Okay, except I don't read Norwegian. Can you please provide a translation? Look at this little thing. I can't stand it. I'm just holding it here because you guys really need to see the adorableness there. Simon, you're up and about, didn't sleep a wink. Oh, honey. Well, that just sucks. I'm sorry that you didn't sleep. We're talking about chronic pain and drugs and showing photos of cute animals. That's what we're doing right now, Simon. So, really exciting shit going on here. Because that's how we roll. Right? Right? Everyone is losing their minds, Maya. So cute. Adorable little bug. Hey, that's me. I'm the bug. Gonna jump in the bath in a minute and then get Isabel up ready for a busy day. Excellent. You want to see the pup again? Okay. Look at this creature. Just amazing. Just amazing. I'm beside myself. Your dog is ready for summer. That's Maya's puppy, y'all. That's Maya's baby. He has a retinal problem, so the vet suggested sunglasses. Good night, Brian. Rest well. Sleep sweet. Yeah, I mean, this was Lovett's first response. And can you really blame her? That's ridiculous. And she grooms him herself. She does great. Yes, she does. Simon says really, yeah, Simon says really should be your new YouTube channel. It really should. All right, now Hef is sending me photos. This dog loved me, but he was a rescue and attacked me one day. Bit me from between the eyes to the tip of my nose and earlobe. He had brain damage. I was just sharing my pickles with him on my lap an hour before that. It was so sad. The bite was wild, though. Nah. The face. And them earses. Cuties. Sitting there on his butt, yawning. Nothing. Just watching TV. Can I have a sandwich? Bring me a beer. So cute. Yeah, I got bit by a dog when I was 4. Anons are saying CBR promoted to CO for all Sector 9. Ronsorg not confirming possible N theta. You're stoned again, aren't you, Bilf? I bet you're stoned. Out of your mind. Of course Ronsorg isn't confirming. He went to Target too. Simon says, I know nothing the older I get. Same, babe. Don't show the photos you sent me on the screen. Did you send me photos? I won't show them. Whatever they are. Fell asleep sitting up. Excuse me while I drift in and out and don't say much. That's fine. Artsy tartsy. Fucked me up, but it wasn't his fault. Yeah. Brain damage. That'll happen. I mean, people with TBIs do fucked up things too, so. Yes, you are stoned. Okay, I kind of figured as much, Belf. You rescued a Shih Tzu that had a brain tumor. He was very aggressive, which is how you found out. That makes sense. If my Comet was still alive today, would have been his 9th gotcha day. Got him from the shelter on 12/23/14. Nice. Simon says, Xenu Marlene for Doug and my neighbor Sheila, who passed away. Rest in peace, Sheila. Sheila saved Winter's life. Never got to open her personalized mug with winter in it saying, "Thanks for saving me." Oh, fuck. Zena Marlene, y'all. I can't not toast to that. Rest well, Sheila, and have fun with the dogs, Doug. God damn. So sad. I feel for her son. He came round with the mug crying. Fuck. Yeah, that is heartbreaking. Bill, if you said I'd be disappointed, are you really Miss Cabbage in disguise, living out your dreams of freedom and promiscuity? Oh. Bob Lazar knows what they're really hiding at the CST properties. I've been taking a much-needed break from SBTV since Doug passed. And really, he was the only one I was watching there at the end. He's the only one that ever gave me a wrench. He's the only one that bothered getting to know me well enough to trust me with a wrench. And yeah, I'm still pretty wrecked about it, but yeah, just gives me yet another reason to really fucking hate this time of year. Dogs. Lots of doggies. Yep. I hope that he is just surrounded by them. Kim, yes, Doug was all I watched anymore. No more SPTV for me for a long time. I'll still watch Doug though. Yeah, I know. I know. You were fully disillusioned on that shit. And no blame. No blame there. Been doing a late night stoned rewatch of his vids too. Love it. It's so soothing but sad. Yeah. Yeah. I haven't been able to watch any of his videos yet. And I know I'm not the only one. A lot of people have said the same thing. Xenu Marlene. Two absent friends, y'all. The real chairman on a box is about 30 years older than me, but in much better shape. Fair. At least you admit it. Candle's still going. Good for you, Red. I've tried to watch them. Can't get past a minute. Yeah. Yeah. I know better. I can't press play. It's all that I can do to watch the clips in some of the tribute videos. Because especially the one that Shut Up Trinity did. Oh my God. That one almost broke me. Because he was so vital and so happy for her and to be talking to her and hearing her story and yeah. Maya, you watch Liz Ferris and Reese. I watch Liz sometimes. When I see that she's on, I'll, if I happen to be rummaging around for something to watch at the same time or in between something on my watch later list, which I'm slowly paring down. I'm under 50 now. And I watch Reese whenever I can. I try to catch her live, but I've got a couple of her things, and I think I've got one more game night to get through that are on my watch later. But yeah, I'm paring it down. Liz, Lara, Reese, and Aaron, and Doug, of course. Yep, retired Red. Lara's opening the Rodney box tomorrow. I like Lara, but sometimes she's a little too chaotic for me. She's a little too squirrel for me. Um, yeah. Like, I like her. I admire her spirit, and I admire that she is channeling her pain through her creativity and through her music, and I think that's fantastic. Um, but her lives are kinda difficult for me to watch sometimes because she really is kind of all over the place, says the woman with no real topic when she goes live to just blather in the middle of the night. But, does am I making sense at all? I'm not trying to diss her, I think she's a delight. I just yeah, there are limits to how much of that I can I can sit and watch. Damn, that's a good lineup though, Red. I like Reese a lot. She's really cute. Oh, she is. She is. She's just a precious little muffin. Surrounded by dogs and hopefully good, honest people, not manipulators. Well, I hope he got back in touch with his dad. I know that if he ever met up with my sister, she would be drooling over him. Me too. I've been to King It Up with Doug, but I cry, and I don't think I can ever hear that Hollywood Road. Yeah, yeah. That's been getting a lot of people. A lot of people have said that. I've tried a couple of times, not yet. Still none of the tributes. Trinity's was amazing. Yeah, it really was. It was brief, but wow, so much impact. That outro used to make me cry before Doug passed. Yeah. Miss Sunrise Dawn, you sent me photos of your comet. Yes. Oh, and Marilyn, if you're awake. See, I'm never awake when Marilyn's on. The only reason that we went on together is because we were both fucking awake at the same time. I'd storm the heavens for Liz, Lara, and Serge. That's fair. That's totally fair. Yeah, Marilyn is a doll. She is. She's a good human. Serge is fierce. Absolutely. You get me? You get me, Kem? Okay, good. I'm an old rocker, so I love her. Right on. And I love her too. I just yeah, I've got yeah. Serge don't play. Damn right. Anytime he decides to bust out those Post-its, it's fucking over. Modding is different than watching for you. Absolutely. Yeah, it takes a completely different skill set. Completely different skill set. Um, so yeah. Yeah, it takes a totally different part of the brain to do modding. Um, and yeah, that's what I was doing when I was modding for Doug. Um, he had he had me backstage so that I was, most of the time I wasn't even I would have to go back and watch because I couldn't pay attention to everything that he was saying and be starring questions at the same time and unstarring questions after he'd answered them and, stuff like that. So Simon, shut up. I'm covering another even more taboo religion. It's something that's important to me. Get this. Already had Simon, you've had death threats. Do I need to bring my baseball bat over there? Lara is literally an amazing person, but I just can't watch her. Nothing against her at all. In fact, I respect her the most because she gets out there and actually fucking protests the cult. Right on. Obviously, you're taking them with a pinch of salt. And have you created an if I go missing folder just in case? I'm only listening for the creator to mention something so I can post a link. That's fair. Love Lara, but if I've had a rough day, I have to watch on replay when I've had some downtime, but I absolutely adore her. Yes, she takes a lot of energy. It takes a lot of energy to keep up with with her streams. That's what I've found. Maybe that's a good way to put it. Thank you so much, Jen, for giving me that context. Yeah, I find that her lives take a lot of energy to keep up with, and I don't always have that. But I do think she's a fucking delight, an absolute delight. I did watch HG's tribute. Nice. That's completely a me issue, not a Lara issue at all. No, but I hear you 100% on that, Jen. Totally. That that makes total sense to me. I don't even know about half the people you're talking about. I watch me, Denver Stevo, Pup Groomer Marilyn, sometimes Aaron. That's fair. That's fair. It is still concerning, Simon. You're not being silenced by fear. Just put together an if I go missing folder, would you please? So we don't have a repeat of what's just happened and everybody losing their damn fool minds because you've gone radio silent. I've already been written in ink on a hit list when I was 10, so yeah, death threats don't bother you anymore. Damn, girl. Okay. I thought I was a badass because I've been surveilled by the government since I was in my early teens, but okay, go you. Miss Sunrise Dawn, you're one of Marilyn's mods. She's amazing. I'm also a mod for Stevo. Nice. And I reached out to Lori Plays because the misogynist mod keeps fucking with her. Oh, I think I know who you're talking about. Just to let her know that I see it and have her back. Marilyn's morning musings and my show are the only lives you're awake for. Aww. Thanks, Simon. Thanks, Simon. And Liz wants her dad out. Yeah, and she should have her dad out. But if her dad doesn't want to come out, you know, I'm sorry, did you just say this? You need to put your manners back in, son. I'm offended now. I'm sure you do have stories, Hef. Wait, who's being misogynist? Not sure why they use him. He's a blatant lady hater. I don't even know if that's the case, but if it is who I think it is, um Hey, Joe Oh My, good to see you. Yeah, chemist, I think you got it right on the nose. Um, I don't think he's necessarily a lady hater, but I think he needs to shut the hell up sometimes and let people talk. Um, like when he's scolding the host of the show that he's modding because he doesn't like the topic of discussion, not cool. Not cool. Definitely not cool. And I keep my mouth shut. I've seen a couple of times that he's brought up valid points. And the rest of the time, I tend to disagree with him strongly, very strongly. So, yeah, I don't think I really have a whole lot nice to say about him. Who did he do that to? Pumpkin, he did that to Reese. He did that to Reese during her show, and she called his ass out and let him know full on that he was starting to piss her off. Yeah. Scroll up, artsy tartsy, you'll see that chemist nailed it. I'm certain that he does, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Um, but yeah, when I saw that, and she pulled the comment right on screen and said, "You're starting to piss me off." And I was personally very, very glad that she did. Because there's uh there's a line that you just don't cross. And if you're in somebody's chat swinging a wrench, then keep your fucking opinions to yourself. You're there for the content creator. If you're not a content creator, shut up. Um, I'm sure I'm certain that he's done nice things in the past. He's done things that have amused me in the past. Um, I've seen him I've seen him do a lot of amusing things in the past. But I wouldn't necessarily call him a woman hater or misogynist. But I will say that there have been a number of times where I felt that he has really crossed the line and expected everyone to uh, bow to his beliefs and that he's always right about everything. And I disagree with that very strongly. So, yeah, he bothers me a lot. So, I'm glad, Kimberly, that you've never seen that side of him. He does need to put himself in timeout, Susan. Absolutely. Um, okay. And you know what? I'm not even gonna fight you on it. Love it. I'm that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, and rock on with it. I haven't seen it necessarily in that way. Um, but yeah, yeah. I've seen enough from that particular person that I've found him to be unpleasant, and I choose not to read it most of the time when he decides he's gonna speak out. I like how Reese handled it. She is not only relatable, but remarkable. You are absolutely true on that. 100% correct. Simon, you're thinking too logically from YouTube comments. Yeah, yeah, there is no logic here. We will get no logic. Mods can't put mods in timeout. Yeah. Well, friends shouldn't let friends say ignorant shit on the internet, and here we are. Look at me, up all night. As in most people attack the person instead of the idea. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense, Kim. Yeah, well, to idiots in the comments, Xenu Marlene, stand by for a drink. Ignorant. Love you right back, retired red. The Martin thing was a whole shit show too. Yeah, I think I remember that. I think I remember that. I agree with this. I agree with this, Simon. I genuinely feel we learn more by talking to people we disagree with. However, here's the thing with me is that I need to be able to say to them that I disagree with them and that, and need for them to tell me that we can agree to disagree. If we can just talk over the issue without trying to win each other over to the other side, then that's one thing. But if they're gonna keep at it, they're gonna keep battling and keep trying to prove me wrong or tell me I'm wrong or any of that shit, then what's the point? So I love having rousing discussions um, from people from all sorts of places and walks of life and different countries and everything else. Um, I think it's great, and it really does help you see all sides of things. Um, but yeah, it does need to be respectful on both sides. If you can't agree to disagree, then the conversation is basically moot. So, but I do agree that talking to people that I don't necessarily agree with um, can be really illuminating. It's 8:33 a.m. and I'm baked. Good for you. Good for you. Enjoy your Saturday. Or change each other's beliefs, but we can learn that the world isn't black and white, good and bad. There is a middle. Yes, there's all kinds of gray. There's all kinds of middle ground. And I love that. I love that because that gives space to everybody. But you know, the people who decide that it's, my way or the highway, see you, Jack. Ain't nobody got time for that. All right, now who said Xenu? It is nuanced. And if you can't have nuance, then you need to take yourself back to school. Sashay away. How long have we been going? Hour and a half. Not bad. Time is fun when you're having flies. I mean, wait, what? I have no idea. Well, there are 18 people in here. According to Restream, there are 18 people watching. And, I mean, please like and subscribe, please. If you haven't already, I would appreciate that. Artsy Tartsy is still napping. Hello. Everybody who's in here watching, might be watching and isn't chatting. We're happy to have you here. Please like and subscribe. I find it's a good teaching experience to know what your own boundaries are too. Yeah, definitely, Joe Oh My. For sure. Absolutely. Ten people don't like this, apparently. Did I get 10 thumbs down? I'm up to 133. Woo! Which means that I have achieved the main goal that I had, which was getting a few more than one other YouTube creator, and I've done that. So, mission accomplished, y'all. Xeno Marlene. Yeah, let me take a look right now, Miss Sunrise Dawn. Yeah. You were number 12 on the like button. Nice. Oh, they just haven't hit the like button. Okay. Whew. You can see 12 likes and no thumbs down. Okay. I was about to have like 5 or 6 heart attacks at least. Sending some pics of my comment. He had the funniest facial expressions. Plus, I love the heterochromia. I am a sucker for heterochromia. Look at that. What a goofball. Oh, he mad. I do not approve of this bath. This is dumb, and I don't like it. What the hell? I love him. I love him. What a sweetheart. Congratulations. Good news. Thumbs down helped the stream too. Hey. Nice. Hey. If only I could find a way to make that be my fucking thumbnail. I don't know how to thumbnail. I don't even know how to create a thumbnail, you guys. What am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. Now we're up to 16. No dislikes. We love you, Chow. Aw, honey, thank you. Love you back. It has been wrong since we evolved throughout history. No gray about it. Who's that baby? That's Comet. He was the biggest goofball, and he hated baths. Yeah, you can tell. You can tell he strongly disapproves of that bath photo. What a sweet pea. Oh, I love him. I love him. Now who's getting in on this? Oh. Another one with heterochromia. This is from Huff. Was thinking of changing my username for one day to Reese's Prison Pigtails. That's awesome. Somebody changed their username to Panty Hamster, and I was weeping. Oh, Simon, you'll teach me how to thumbnail? Yay! Because I have no idea what I'm doing ever. And that's why I just go live, because it means that I don't have to fucking edit. Because I don't know how to. It's been so long since I've edited. I went to school for it. It's been so long since I've laid my hands on an editing suite. And that's what I'm used to. I'm used to like an editing suite with VTRs and buttons and things. And so I'm, fucking old. And I haven't laid hands on any of that shit in a long time. And I don't know how to use Photoshop, and Excel scares the shit out of me. And I don't do any of that stuff. Where the fuck is Soph? That's a good question. I wonder if she's with family for the holidays. Ms. Beaumont, do you know? Do you know where the hell Sophie is? She wasn't here last night either. Should I get worried? Because I will. It's what I do. I worry. And I knit. Comment loved literally everybody. Big old teddy bear. Kiwis don't celebrate Christmas. They're heathens. Damn, chemist. If you're going to pick on other people about their spelling, preferred the old style of editing, even though now you can do so much more nowadays. I certainly hope so, because I have no fucking idea. Red, you've got me on Word and Excel if I need help. Word I can work with. Words I like. Excel is fucking math. I'm not a math girl. I am a word girl. I am not a math girl. And then Satan said, let's put the alphabet into math. I mean, it's not no, that's not how my brain meats work. Last night, love it, she was on the phone with you. Okay. It was auto-corrected to the wrong spelling. A likely excuse. You could do a YouTube channel of me watching videos and calling out the correct grammar. Girl, you are not fucking kidding. You and me, that'll be our podcast. Excel does the math for you. Bullshit. No, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. CO Bilf has been secretly and subtly promoting Bill Robertson's squirrel tech for years. New rumor. Put it in the Daily Invest report, Osa. This is okay. Asterisk. I wonder if he would ever take to signing his memos with an asterisk the way the old man did. Autocorrect is often auto wrong. Yeah, I know. I auto cock rocket, auto cucumber, auto carrot. You're still thinking about starting to post videos soon, just can't seem to figure out when you want to do it. Miss Sunrise Dawn, no time like the present. I gotta tell you, I was thinking about it. I have a fucking GoPro. I need to learn how to use it. I need to travel so that I can get material to learn how to use it with, all kinds of shit. And I was going to start it all up and do the thing and make it into a travel channel. and then Doug went radio silent, and I had to find a way to give space to people and to try to get them from spooling each other up. So I said, "Come on over to my house." And I pushed some wrong buttons, and then I eventually pushed the right buttons in the right order and managed to get myself online, and people came over to my house. And I've been kinda doing that damn near every night ever since. So, sometimes it just the universe will give you a kick in the ass and say, "Alright, now it's time. Do the thing." You have unironically ended anonymous Proton emails to YouTube personalities with "This is okay." Nice. If you're looking for good editing software, I found out DaVinci Pro is really intuitive and it's only a one-time fee instead of a monthly subscription. Half decent phone and a cheap mic and you're away. Yeah, I've got a half decent phone. I know that there's a mic somewhere in this house. There was because I freed it from my sister's apartment after she died. And I said, that's coming home with me. Um, I'm using Restream right now, but I do have StreamYard. I got into that so that I could go live with Marilyn, which was super easy. Um, and I just haven't been able to find the fucking mic because I brought it back here and then I was in the Bronx for 11 months. So, I have no idea what happened to anything. I know it's here somewhere. I just don't know fucking where. And it's got an arm for it and the whole 9 yards. Um, so I would like to find that. Um, how much does DaVinci cost though? And will it work on my shitty Chromebook? I have a Chromebook, y'all. It's like a Fisher Price computer. Kind of how it happened with me when Reese said her groomer told her to go buy a brush for Bo for $130. That was the last straw to get off my butt. Yeah, absolutely, Jen, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I mean, I'd be interested to know how much the software is, and do you have to be rocking a map and an Apple uh product in order to use it, or can it work on like a Chromebook, my little Fisher Price laptop? Because I don't even have a desktop yet. Haven't had one in a really long time, and I was thinking about getting one. I was also considering doing that, before all of this shit happened. Flat cost of $295. Oof. Yeah, I don't have that. You have Procreate drawing program. It's amazing. Yes, but you also have drawing skill, Simon. That's something that I lack. But I would like to have to check the hardware requirements first. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, seeing as I don't even know how to make a fucking thumbnail, I'm really not worried about it too much because it's not like, um, I have 133 subscribers. I which is great, which is awesome. But it's not like I'm the kind of in demand that means that I can, invest all that YouTube money into any of this. Go sell some plasma. Nice. Nice. Yeah, that's the classy way to do it too, isn't it? Just, sell parts of your body. I do have a fantastic camera on my phone. That's true. Um, I fucking love the camera on my phone. My phone takes incredible photos. I don't have a MacBook. I have my sister did leave me with a couple of iPads, including an iPad Air, but all of them are locked because she couldn't remember her password and her body was so swollen with edema that well, I suppose that was redundant. Her body had so much edema that it wouldn't recognize her biometrics. So now I have to find some kind of way to ask the people at Apple if they'll just wipe it, you know? I mean, take it back to factory. I don't care. I mean, she would probably want her browser history wiped anyway. Um, but I gotta find a way. I gotta find a way to be able to utilize those because it's good machinery and it's good tech and I would hate to let it go to waste. And if I can find a way to put it toward something creative, then I think that she would approve. So I got to find a way to do something with that. And I don't know, if I'm going to have to bring death certificates to Apple or what the deal is. Um, but I don't want to trash the computers that she had and the tablets that she had just because um, she's not alive anymore. So yeah, cheers, y'all. Fucking hate the holidays. What do people think of leaked telex, possibly fake, where Dave tells Mark Yeager to use 1980s audio software to fake the last couple of Ron's journals? I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. I would not put it past him. Not in the slightest. I think he's just enough of a Weasley motherfucker that he will. He would. So, yeah. There's that. Can shoot movies on your phone nowadays. In fact, it's already been done. Great quality. Yep, I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. I get good video on my phone. I get amazing photos on my phone. I think Procreate is a hilarious name. Love you, Simon. You're the sweetest. Are you texting us from the bath? You said you were going to hop in the bath and then get Isabel up for a busy day. Y'all, Simon's naked. The real Ron was probably frozen at Los Alamos by then. Fair enough. Except they didn't freeze him. They didn't freeze him. They cremated him and scattered his ashes at sea. I'm an Android user too. And, like I said, Chromebook. So obviously not a Mac or Apple product, whatever. Fruit is fruit. Computers are computers. Never the twain shall meet. Except for when I had access to an Apple IIe in grade school. We played Oregon Trail. We should all be in a hot tub with our favorite Xenu. Yes. Yes, we should. You've sent me another photo. Oh, you're not in the bath yet. Okay. Well, you might be still. I wouldn't put it past you. Cheeky little thing. Milo. Oh my. Because somebody needs attention. Look at this baby. What a sweetheart. You were hardcore Android for years, got an iPad in May, then an iPhone quickly after. You are a convert. You would love to hot tub with us ladies. Of course you would, sweet pea, but you'd be tripping balls on mushrooms the whole time. As I do design for a living, I'm a Mac girl. Okay, Ms. Beaumont, that's fair. Question, why don't the S-Peeps talk about there's a hedge carved into the cool cigarette logo to attract Elron back? Right. But Android is still bloody brilliant and cheaper. Yeah, for sure. The cremation story is a fake Ingo Swan Markab narrative. Okay. I know, the belly. I just want to ruffle that tummy. Another bloody Xenu. I need to move today, you know? Yeah. But only a little bit. He's a brat, but he's our brat. Oh, he's adorable. That's what happens. That's what happens, Simon. And you've not slept. So you're here with us. It's 3 a.m. here. You want to send me a pic of your baby? How do you do that? Oh, honey, it's easy. You have my email address, right? It's that at Gmail. That right there at gmail.com. Just email it to me. I am on Facebook as well. Apple is amazing. Keyboard warrior. Yeah, don't even worry about the duh. Happens to the best of us, sweet pea. Oh. George was party-eyed too. More heterochromia. Look at that. Cutie pants. You're still in and out of sleep. It's okay, sweetheart. Even if you don't get it to me tonight, get it to me tomorrow. And I'll bring them up tomorrow. It's fine. Don't sweat it. Get your sleep. Holy shit. We're having the weirdest fucking winter, guys. Normally, this place is frozen. It's 36 degrees right now. That's amazing. Oh, your baby boy. You guys, Simon has the cutest kippen ever. He is the cutest little sweetheart. And the purr is just ridiculous. I love that, like, the majority of my inbox right now is animal photos. It makes me so happy. Yeah, Simon. Email it to me, Simon. Email me a link to the YouTube of little Mr. Purry Pants. Drop me an email if you can, Si, with that link in it, and then I can just pop it into the chat so that they can all go and click and look at the babby purring his little face off and being the most adorable thing you've ever seen in your entire damn life. This kitten is ridiculous. But yeah, it's 36 degrees here. And it's December 23rd. They said it was going to be an El Nino year, which means it's going to be milder. But it's 3 o'clock in the morning and it's 36 degrees and foggy. None of that disgusting frozen water is falling from the sky. I'm really confused. I don't understand it at all. I'm not getting a sex change. Are you getting a sex change, Hef? Who's getting the sex? Oh, because you made a twin flames joke. Ms. Beaumont here at 70 at 10 p.m. Ew. That's rough. Is there any breeze? -3 where you are, Jen, as of 12:35. Okay. I just can't believe. 34 at 4:02 a.m. Miss Sunrise Dawn in North Georgia. Haven't seen snow in 16 years. I didn't see hardly any last winter because I was in the Bronx the whole time. But they got dumped on here. And now that I'm here for a winter, I'm not mad about it. I am not mad about it. I am perfectly happy. But it's fucked up, and nobody can tell me that climate change is not actually fucking happening. Nobody. 41 and sleeting there. Beautiful. Yep, Amanda's in Kiwi Land. Yay! Oh my God. You guys, look at this baby. Look at this ridiculous creature. So freaking cute. Amazing. Yes, where Miss Sophie is. I really wish I knew where she was. Maybe she's sleeping. '43 in Trinidad, Colorado. I imagine it's significantly more in Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago. Do 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 ba ba da 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 dee 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 dee. Trying to find Simon's email all the livelong day. Where is Simon's email? Just to pass the time away. Wanna show you guys this cabin. Winter, won't you blow your horn? Everybody's gonna get all errand out on me because there's dead air. Sorry, y'all. Simon, I don't see it. Where is it, ducks? The tubes, the tubes, the tubes. Lord in heaven, YouTube sends a lot of fucking emails, don't they? I don't see your email, honey. You'll text Soph tomorrow? Thanks, Ms. Beaumont. Shout out to the Boogie Down. Damn right. I love the Boogie Down. Me and the Boogie Down Bronx, baby. I love it. R.I.P. Big Pun. Fuck yeah. He sleeps like that all the time. What a sweet pea. $56 and mostly cloudy in Jax. Lived most of your life in Jersey, New York. Lived through many blizzards. Yep. Yeah. Well, I've lived most of my life up here in the frozen wastes. And, yeah. Sophie! Speak of the devil, and the devil appears. There you are, Pumpkin Muffin. We were worried about you, Soph. Glad to see you. Yay. There she is. We didn't see you last night. We didn't see you tonight. We were starting to get worried. Glad to see you. Oh, and you went straight in with the Xenu too, didn't you? You tart. That is his name. His name is P. The dog's name? We were worried. It's true. Chemist is correct. So we were worried. We were concerned. Shopping and shit, spoiling the children. Okay. Well, that's fair. 'Tis the fucking season and all of that. Yes, ma'am. P. Okay. Simple, direct, to the point. P is for goofy. P is for silly. Love it wasn't worried. I was worried. Nobody is allowed to disappear ever again. I know, Miss Sunrise on, seriously. Yeah. I think we're all a little bit touchy about that. I know that Levitt said that she talked to you last night. Oh, yeah. Oh, it let you put the link in? I hope it let you put the link in. Put the link in. Put it in the comments or put it in the chat or whatever you want to do. But you know what, y'all, when you get a chance, watch Simon's video because holy shit, that kitten is the most goddamn adorable thing in the entire world. Like my head collapsed a little bit the first time I saw photos of this kitten. Yeah, Doug did ruin that for everybody. Nobody's allowed. Nobody's allowed to disappear anymore. No, it probably won't be a hyperlink. It probably won't be a hyperlink because I don't have anybody designated with a wrench. And so nobody can put links in except me. But that's all right. You guys can copy paste. You can copy pasta and watch it. You need to. Zena Marlene, because I'm missing Doug now. Honey, we all are. We all are. That's the last of my wine, though. Oh, is that the case? You can't see the link? The anger stage of friendship or the anger stage of grieving, Hef? He is the best thing to happen to you since Isabel. Is what? Is what real? You're on the last row of the waistband. Rock on, Jen. Grief. Yeah. I haven't hit anger yet. That's what it does when I try to post a link. I don't see anything. Um, yeah, Simon, you might want to. Oh, today you got the is this real stage. You got the denial. You got the denial. Oh, wow. We've got 20 in here now. Hi, everybody. Simon, just email it to me. It's not actually letting it come up in the chat. Circled through it a couple of times. We missed Doug. He had unfinished business. That's the safest thing. Oh, the saddest thing? Yeah. Yeah, he had a lot of unfinished business. He was in the middle of some projects that he was really, really excited about. And, yeah. Like, I might get angry about the fact that he likely wasn't into going to doctors and therefore wasn't taking care to do anything to prevent this. I would get some anger from that. I do rock, usually in a corner, curled up in the fetal position, but yeah. No, seriously, this group is fantastic, and I'm so happy that everybody's here and hanging out with us. Smaller communities are where it's at. Yeah, for sure. Wouldn't say you get angry at Doug for leaving, more like I get angry that he had so much more life left to live. Yeah, and so many more things that he wanted to say, and so many more reasons that he, like reconnecting with his mom. There was stuff unsaid and undone that he needed to do. And now he doesn't get the opportunity. And that fucks me off a little bit. Yeah, I think he's okay too, Simon. I really do. Um, I mean, grief is what's left for the living. So unfortunately, we can't, you know, I'm glad that I think he's okay. I think his spirit is in a better place. Um, and like I said, I hope he's surrounded by dogs. I hope he's at the bottom of a massive warm puppy pile. And he's okay, but we aren't. Ain't that the fucking truth? Yep. He was so close to seeing his mom. Yeah. He's okay, but we aren't. I think she must feel terrible. I think she must. Um, and I think that's only going to grow. I won't pretend to know where we go after we die, but I do know that he's not here with us anymore. Yep. Yep. His meat car ran out of gas. And I have no idea where the soul goes. but I just I hope he's hanging out with dogs. His mom was a Scientologist, Joe Oh my. Um, there were signs that she'd been pulling back uh, from it and had been questioning, and they had agreed that that they were going to meet up in person after the new year. So they uh, they had been talking, and it was it was tentative. They were still kind of walking circles around each other, but they they were going to meet up in person after the new year, and now they can't. Yeah, so it is really sad that didn't get to see her. And what a magnificent meat car it was. Yeah, yeah, he did have a pretty good meat car. Well designed. Fair enough, Kem. Fair enough. I think a lot of that, you don't forgive that woman for disowning a child because of the cult. Yeah. Um, it was his dad that got him in, both his mom and him. And I think he was the driving force that kept them in. And when they disconnected from Doug, when he left, things were really rough for a long time. Things were really rough. Um, but right before his dad passed, it felt like he was getting close to being amenable to having some kind of contact. And then his dad passed earlier this year. So Doug had been doing everything in his power to establish more steady communication with his mom. And that seemed to be working. And like I said, they had agreed to meet up after the new year in person. I feel very badly for his mom. She lost her husband and her son in the same year. Yeah. Yeah, no shit. All cults do that. Will she have the strength without Doug and with Scientology whispering in her ear come back? I don't know. I don't know, but I kind of think, I mean, she's been around the block a few times, and she doesn't have her husband whispering in her ear come back anymore. So that's something else. I don't think the sister ever got in. Tragic, but he was shining and has helped a lot of people. That's true. That's true. And his content is still up there to continue helping people. Homeless and hungry because he quit believing. Homeless and hungry and completely having a mental breakdown as well. I mean, he admits that he was completely psychotic. And had threatened to kill them and was ready to go and do things that the tubes probably don't want me to talk about to the Scientology buildings. Um, yeah, he was in a really rough place. and unfortunately, his parents took that as further proof of what LRH was saying. So, I was reading back some of our emails and how kind he was. Yeah, he really was. He was a sweet guy. Very sweet guy. She would have had a lifetime with him. Yeah. I love Doug's content and had a lot of respect for him, even though I kind of got the sense that he thought my comments were cringe and annoying. Not always. Not always. No. Maybe some of them were, but I think that was also on purpose. Um, he actually, I mean, I remember him cracking up at some of the stuff that people were saying. Um, and there was yours, there was somebody who comes in and masquerades as Mary Sue. Um, yeah. So, some of that stuff really cracked him up. My feeble attempts to speak Scientologese, where he would say, wow, you really said that with clear tone 40 intent. Well done. Or I would, for example, I called something dev T once. I'm like, oh, whatever. That's just dev T. And he's like, nice. Good use. Good use of dev T. Well done. So, yeah, I can tell that fired you up, Chems, for sure. Doug's light is always here. Yeah, I mean, we died 2 deaths. The one when the body dies and the one where, people forget about you. And when the last person stops saying your name and forgets about you, that's your second death. I don't think Doug's gonna be gone for a long time on that second death. Cognitive dissonance is the worst mental pain you can imagine. Oh, for sure, Joe. Yeah, cognitive dissonance is really difficult. Doug lives in our hearts. It do. He do. He do. He was so honest about his parents, and I totally get how it makes you angry. Absolutely, Kim. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I'm not saying that there's a wrong way to feel about this. And I'm not gonna tell you that your anger is misplaced or incorrect. Your feelings are your feelings, and those are valid. Um, there's a number of reasons that this cult needs to be taken down, and shit like this is one of them. There's no one else like him. He was really, really special. Absolutely. His HG interviews, magic. Absolute magic. Yeah. Yeah, because I mean, HG was absolutely terrifying to me. And how Doug managed to ask such insightful questions of HG and forge a rapport with him that made it so that HG wanted to come back and continue having these discussions and continue after that first Q&A that he had done with him, continue to have another one. HG enjoyed himself as much as HG can, I think. And he thought that it was, a really spirited discussion, and he seemed to maybe he was just getting a lot of fuel from it, but either way, it seemed like a pretty pretty good use of his time. Like, he deemed it a pretty good use of his time. And that's not fucking easy. Yeah, he earned respect from a man that don't give respect. You damn right, Hef. You damn right. I don't think I've ever been this sad about the loss of someone I'd never actually met. I'd never even spoken directly to him, but I felt like I knew him. I've spoken directly to him, but I've never met him face to face. You know, we just talked and exchanged Facebook messages and like how he described it, he was irritated that Doug is gone. Yeah, exactly. And, I mean, from HG, that's saying a lot. The worst mental pain is being disowned by my mom. I've really tried to understand how a mother can do this, and I come up empty every time. It takes a hard heart, I guess. What else? Mental delusion. Hard heart. I don't think a heart has anything to do with it. I think it all has to do with the brain. My dad is terrifying because of that. I could definitely talk to HG. He trained me ruthlessly, right? Yeah, I remember you saying something about that. I think we all felt close to him because he shared a lot of his personal life with us in detail. He did, but he was also the one who put the brakes on what he was going to share and what he wasn't. He shared a lot of his past with us, that's for sure. And he was unflinching in that. Absolutely unflinching in that. And he gets mad respect from me because he doesn't shy away from the things that he did, from the state he was in. None of it. And that's fucking gutsy. Guy had balls of steel. Scientology doesn't even believe in children. They're just old beings, tremendous beings in little bodies. The abuse is literally baked into their piece of shit dogma. Yes, it is from day one. I don't know anybody else that could say they've earned the respect of a self-aware narcissistic psychopath. Right? Seriously. I liked HG's video for Doug too. I really did. I was scared of HG at first, but he really has taught me so much, and now I love that glorious narrator. Very nice. Can't listen to HG without Doug there making me feel safe. He gives me a stomach ache. Yeah. Yeah, and Doug was good about that too. He really tried to take care of his audience, and he tried to take care of the people he interviewed on his channel. He took such excellent care of me when I went on with him. He took great care of Marilyn. He took such good care of Marilyn that she told things that she hadn't been planning on telling and that she hadn't told anybody in public before, parts of her story that she hadn't shared with the public at large. He was gentle. He was gentle and he was careful. Yeah. Absolute gentleman. Absolute. Filthy mouth and a heart of gold. Yes. Yes. It really did, didn't it? And now to soothe our brain mates, dog. Smiling dog. Thank you, Hef, for bringing us a smiling dog. Marilyn has said many times that he made her feel safe enough to share her story. Absolutely. Like I said, he took care of people. He took care of the people he interviewed. He made sure he knew that I was absolutely terrified. He knew that the anxiety was devouring me. And when somebody said something nasty in the chat, he's like, "Oh, come on, man. Now she's going to feel like shit. Stop it." And, like, he stood up for me. He took care of me, and I never felt like I was out there dangling, ever. And yet, the whole time, um, we just we had a good time. We had a good time. And afterwards, I was worried, I was concerned, and I hit him up afterwards and I apologized, and um I said, "Not my best showing. Sorry about the way things ended. Last night I was a little trashed. Didn't mean to be. Wasn't expecting to go for 3 hours either, in my defense. So I went hard in the early part of the night because, you know, who knew we were going to be going for 3 hours?" Um And I sweated bullets about it all day. I felt terrible about it all day. And he got back to me and he's like, "Wait a minute. You didn't read the comment from that asshole, did you? Listen, we had a really good time. I had a great time. I thought you were great. And I've been getting emails all day from people who want you back. So please don't get that in your head. Please don't worry about it at all. We had a great time and I thought it was a great show and it's my fucking channel. So don't worry about it." And then I was able to calm down. So, and that's the kind of guy he was. And he was always, with the Sunday night thing and being backstage for his Sunday nights, he was always saying, because like he'd go live and not warn anybody. He'd just pop up kind of like I do. Um, and I'm like, if you give a bitch some notice, I can be there. And he's like, "Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The only time I really, really, really need you there is on Sunday nights. And even then, if that's like, I don't want it to be a burden or anything like that. So if it's too much, just let me know." I'm like, "One night a week? Of course it's not a fucking burden. Are you kidding me? You're a delight." I love his filthy mouth and dark humor. Same. I remember Doug telling you a few times, "We're going to get this. You're doing just fine." Yeah. Yeah. Like he was helping hold me up. He really was. And, I guess that's why I kind of felt like when he wasn't around on that Monday that I should take matters into my own hands because I kind of felt like he'd approve, you know? So, and I've been on here damn near every night ever since. I'd like to think that he's seeing what's going on and that he's proud of me for finally getting the balls to do this on my own without my bodyguard, my internet bodyguard. All right, Jen finished the shorts are complete. Waistband in, tie string in. These are amazing. Please tell him where to wear a Speedo or some underpants or something underneath that because those are going to be showing through. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, Jen. Congratulations. What's from you, Kim? Did you send me an email? Can I show this, Kim? Look at this baby. I'm going to show it. You haven't even said yes yet, but I'm going to show it. Look at the baby. Look at this little Yorkie baby. I want to boop that snoot. What a cutie pants. Oh my goodness. Okay. The beret and scarf set that Jen made for your auntie. You can't see it, but these are absolutely scarlet. They're so bright red. I think it's the color is being distorted on my phone, but is that red or is that fuchsia? It looks bright red. Delightful. What a sweetheart. Thank you, Kim, for sending me a photo of your babby. Oh, it's very nice. It is bright red. Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah. And thanks y'all for snapping us out of being a little bit maudlin there. But yeah, I kind of hope he's proud of me for finding the sack to do this. It has gotten easier, and you guys have made it easier. The people who are here every night, or the people who are here every other night, or occasionally. You guys have definitely made it easier for me, and you're very forgiving at my lack of technical skills. So, you know, I appreciate you. I appreciate everybody who shows up here. Even if you're just lurking, I appreciate you too. And on that note, we've been going for 2.5 hours. And boy, do I have to pee. So I think I'm gonna sign off for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow night. And y'all already know that I don't have any fucking plans for Christmas or Christmas Eve, which is my brother's birthday. But the folks are gonna be over at my brother's place. And I will not. I have no plans. So I will be here and just chilling. So I'll probably be chilling online with y'all. Um, and yeah, I hope that you all sleep sweet or have a pleasant day, depending on what end of the day you're on. Uh, and have a great night and a pleasant good morning. I'll talk to you all tomorrow. Peace to you.